Hello to everyone. I'm happy to welcome you all to this social media event, which starts on the 10th of December 2015, Human Rights Day, and will culminate with a webinar on the 18th of December, which is also International Migrants Day. There are currently more than 240 million international migrants. Most are migrating to find decent work and a safer life. Some migrants voluntarily move, live, and work in conditions in which their labor and human rights are respected or their family might be reunified. Others, however, are forced to migrate as a result of poverty, discrimination, violence, conflict, political upheaval, or poor governance. In the context of natural disasters, migration is increasingly seen as an adaptation measure that develops resilience through planned mobility. During migration, many face discrimination, exploitation, abuse, and other human rights violations. Women and children migrants face particular human rights challenges. Large-scale migration is inevitable. Unless we start massively violating the rights of migrants, we won't be able to stop this migration. It would be a lot more efficient to try to organize this migration rather than try to resist it. The reason I'm motivated to work on migrants' rights is because the migrant is the ultimate outsider, the person who demonstrates a structural limit of electoral democracies. If one is not politically represented, one's legal rights aren't guaranteed in practice. Without access to political rights and with no say in public debates on migration policies, the migrant cannot dispel the fantasies, myths, stereotypes, threats, and fears upon which many elements of most migration policies are based. Ideas such as migrants steal jobs, or increase insecurity, or bring in illnesses, or are too culturally different to properly integrate, pervade the public debates. And mainstream politicians find it difficult to adopt a pro-immigration, pro-mobility, pro-diversity discourse for fear of losing votes to the nationalist populist movements. Migrants are people. Just like you and me, they also have rights. Our common human rights regime applies to them as much as it applies to us. Actually, there are no us and them. It's all we. We need to find ways to help migrants' voices being heard, to help them speak up and fight for their rights, to allow them to help us dispel the fantasies, myths, stereotypes, threats, and fears that prevent us from adopting beneficial mobility and diversity policies, which our globalized world badly needs. We need to see them as partners in our collective development. We should harness the energy, imagination, and resilience they have demonstrated throughout the migration process and offer them a place in our societies that is devoid of legal, economic, and social precariousness. I look forward to the coming 8 days where we will be using social media to spread the word about the human rights of migrants. Thank you for your kind attention.